What up YouTube? Welcome to SCG Sports. In this video is what I love and what I hated about the Ravens-Saints game. What a roller coaster of emotion, guys. I was at the game, as most of you know if you follow me. Man, I thought we got the tie and then Tucker. Anyway, we'll talk about it in the video, but let's get started. So, good game. Tip to the hat to the Saints. Drew Brees played well. You know what? It's impressive when you see it on TV. When you go to an actual game, we were forcing him out of the pocket. This guy had the awareness to move out of the pocket. Still has his vision now. Completed passes. Again, tip to the hat to the Saints. I think it was clear from the first series from the Saints what they wanted to do. Gas our defense. They went on fourth down 4 times in that opening drive. They knew points were gonna be in a premium. They knew the points were gonna be hard to come. So they made sure, okay, let's run. Even if they're not having the greatest success, let's run, let's pound them. That will open up the pass. And we're gonna move the ball like that, and we're gonna, by the end of the game, have some plays in the field. So let's start with what I hated, right? Jamie Smith. When I saw that Humphrey wasn't playing, I was like, damn, because if you saw my preview of the video, it said Humphrey was key because Humphrey was the guy that I wanted on Michael Thomas. Well, Michael Thomas had a field day with Jimmy, right? The stats for Thomas was 7 catches, 69 yards, 1 touchdown. But Thomas was open. Jimmy not only got burned by him, he got burned, I think, was by Ingram in one play. Jimmy doesn't look like either football shape or his playing has been degrading. He needs to step up. He didn't look good. The whiff of the sack, I mean, that was one that Brees didn't even see him, right? It was easy sack. All he had to do was wrap. He over pursued Brees. Brees, like he saw, he's like, oh shit. Basically like, oh, I'm gonna get sacked. He barely moved and Jimmy just whiffed on the sack, right? And that was a first down. And other than that, in that same series, he got burned twice. One by Michael Thomas, and I think that was the one that he got burned by Ingram. Jimmy has to step up. He took it up on himself. He said he felt the loss was on him. I think it was a big part on him. I mean, he gave a lot of big plays. We cannot have that. Jimmy cannot have that. Especially if Humphrey is hurt. We're going to Carolina. Carolina has a lot of weapons. He cannot have that. So, second thing I hated was Willie Snead. If you, again, see my videos before, Willie Snead is the guy that I love. You know, chain mover. I think he was a little bit over his head. I think he wanted to play good. He wanted to show his previous team, hey guys, this is what you're missing. Well, too many drops, and I haven't seen that from Willie, right? That was usually Crabtree's thing. Crabtree had a good game, but Willie, again, I don't know. At the end of the game, not the drive that we scored the touchdown, the previous drive, he had 2 drop balls in the drive that we lost that we turned it over on downs, right? So that means Willie, I want him to be back. So hopefully, you know, moving forward, it's not gonna be against his team. His mind will calm down. I think he was just too in his head. I like the reverse on him with him. I actually think the Ravens should have done more on that. And after 2 successful reverses, they should have faked it a couple times. I don't know why they didn't do that. Tucker. So, different from other people, I'm just gonna say what I hate about Tucker is because he missed the extra point. He's human. Shit will happen. Things happen. That doesn't mean that we're gonna like how he played, right? As a kicker, you want him to make that extra point, and he shouldn't make that extra point. Does that mean that I want him to cut him? No, I don't want them to cut him. He's a great kicker. He's the best in the league. Even the best in the league missed. But he had a rough game, right? And that missed. The field goal he barely made. He squeezed it in. So and it was in the same direction, right? So I would have thought that he would compensate. He didn't. Missed. So those are the 3 things that I really hated about the game. The play calling, there was a couple of times in the play calling that I didn't agree. That pitch out, I didn't like that. Like I said, we had 2 successful reverses, and then we didn't do it again. Either you fake it more and see if that helps, right? We didn't fake it enough. We didn't run it again because the running game wasn't progressing, right? Collins didn't have a good game. And I thought about putting Collins and stuff that I hated, but I mean, he is what it is by now. He will create some good plays, but for the most part, he's an above average running back. I was expecting more from Buck Allen. We didn't utilize him more in the passing game, not necessarily in the running game, but in the passing game. Okay, so this is stuff that I hated. This episode should have been really the good, the bad, and the ugly. That for me was the ugly. The bad, Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco, if you go to the stats, 279 yards, 2 touchdowns, 23 for 39, right? So he threw 39 passes, he completed 23 passes. That's not great. Most of everything. I was in the game. Brown was open at least 3 times on the field. 20, 30 yards deep. Flacco couldn't see it. This is the problem that I'm having with Flacco. The O-line, I felt like it played really good. But Flacco, after 3 seconds, if you see the difference between Brees and Flacco, when Brees had more than 3 seconds, he still was calm, cool. He would move out of the pocket, right? He was glazing. Flacco, after 3 seconds, looked desperate. Looked like, oh my God, they're going to sack me. What can I do with this ball? No, man. That's when Smokey was open and you didn't hit him. So he was okay, right? Let's make it like okay section. Flacco was okay. He wasn't great. He wasn't bad. He was okay. His numbers, 2 touchdowns, no pick. I like that. But he left a lot of plays in the field. I understand his receivers need drop. Hurst, the one pass on Hurst, he dropped that one. It happens. Again, I'm not calling Flacco. He had a horrible game. He just okay game. The defense had an okay game. I mean, giving 24 to the Saints, that's really good. I mean, that team I think has been averaging above 30, other than the Browns game. So 24 was good. They allow so many 4th down conversions. You need to stop. They came out good on 3rd downs, and then 4th down, boom. And then in the second half, they were gas. Again, I know Jimmy wasn't good for the defense. Brandon Carr, he played good. Not great. Pierce, again, I saw Kamara having a couple of big runs. I mean, he ran for what? I think he didn't break 70. But, you know, neither of the running backs ran great. Defense was okay. Like I said, when they needed to stop, they couldn't figure out to stop them, right? So at the end of the game, they have the ball for 2/3 of the game versus us for 1/3. The defense needed to get out of the field. The offense didn't help them because the offense didn't keep the ball long enough for them to rest. But still, defense, like I said, okay game, not great, not bad, but okay. One of the things that I want to put here also, you know, if you see my previous video, I always say you need to run the ball, you need to run. We ran it 22 times, 77 yards. I felt like we needed to run it more. Weren't we getting yards? Not much, but you know, draw plays, right? Keep penalties so play action will be good. Reverses, 2 reverses were successful, then fake it to the reverse, right? No, we stopped it. So that's why Flacco ends up with 39 throws. That's why Brees ends up with 30 and 22 completions. Because the Saints ran it 39 times. And that's the point. None of their running backs had a great game, but they kept pounding, right? That's how you gas that defense, right? So the Ravens look like, let's say, like, well, they're number 1 against the rushing. Our rushing suck. We're going to do 2 reverses that work. Running with Lamar, gimmicky plays work. They're not going to do much. And Flacco just throw, right? I didn't like that. So, let's go for what I love in the game. Let's take the negativity out. Mostly played great. Mostly was like, I felt like every tackle was mostly. He was all over the field. We need this mostly, right? We need to keep him playing like he is, right? John Brown, he had the touchdown pass, right? To tie it, which we know we didn't tie it, but you know, to potentially go into overtime. Great pass. Oh, he was just open. Good pass from Flacco. He just dropped it there. But other than that, it was the middle of the field, right? And you think Brown in the middle of the field. He's a little guy. He ran to the middle of the field, fearless, grabbed those ball, catch the ball, secure the ball. That one long run, he catched it. He second gear all the way. He almost broke it. He didn't, but that set up my boy Lamar for a touchdown. Crabtree had 5 catches for 66 yards. Brown has 7 for 134. But Crabtree keeps being solid. Shane Moore. If Snead is not dropping passes, we have 3 solid receivers, right? Crabtree, that's all you want. Good contested catches. I know he had to drop balls 2 games ago, but he's redeeming himself. It's good catches, moving chains. That's what you want from Crabtree. The O-line. Guys, before the game, if you check the inactives and you see Hurst and Lewis, first thing I thought, like, oh crap, Flacco's gonna have a rough game. It's not gonna be pretty. We have Bozeman, 6th round pick as a left guard. He came as a center from college, so he's playing left guard. Brown, he always played left tackle in college, playing right tackle, which I like, right? I like Brown. They hit their own. They gave up 1 sack. Flacco had time. I don't think it was a lack of time with Flacco. They played really solid. Again, 2 rookies, 6th round, 3rd round pick against a pretty good D linemen, right? They had Davenport, the rookie 1st round pick at UTEP, and then they had Jordan. I think Jordan was top of the leagues in sacks. So, great rushers. Brown held his own. Bozeman, he played well. I think the O-line did their job, right? Last one, Lamar Jackson. Lamar played good. I like that they allowed him to pass, and they need him to do that more. Because if not, then the defense are gonna start cheating, right? They're gonna think, okay, he's there, he's gonna run. They need to allow him to pass, which just goes with when Flack was just staying there like a statue. I'm just hoping he's always standing there like a statue, because the day that they leak to him or they leave him alone, that defender just blitz out that corner, Lamar throws him to him. That's what I'm hoping, because if not, it's stupid that he's there, right? So, but Lamar got that first touchdown, good run. I think Lamar is dangerous in that like 5 yards and in for on the red zone. Like if we're like 1st and 5, right? I think that's where he thrives. And like I said, or any short yardage, because if they're gonna allow him to pass and they're gonna run the read option, you can give it to a running back. He can run and he's elusive. He will make you miss. He will stiff arm you down. And if they allow him to pass, if the defense cheats, you might have a tight end leaking out for a touchdown. It can be like an 8-yard pass. You might not have anybody downfield, right? So, guys, it was a hard game to lose. It was a painful game to watch. Like I said, I was in the stadium. The Ravens fans showed up. There were some Saints fans, so I wasn't appreciated having them there. But whatever. It was all fun. It was a great game to watch. It was sucked that we came on the short end of it. But we have to redeem ourselves, guys. We're going to Carolina against a good team. So, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. If I miss anything, let me know. What do you love in this game? What do you hate it? If there's something in between, just put the comments below. Follow me on Twitter at SCG Sports. Guys, see you next time.